Hi guys, and this is Alex. Welcome to another video. And this video is going to be super off topic for the content that I usually make, but we are actually going to be talking about some YouTuber drama. Just trying something new, seeing how it goes, but looks like MrBeast is in some deep stuff already. He is getting sued by seems like the Mexican government, which is fucking crazy that we have gone to a stage in our society that a YouTuber is getting sued by an entire country, which is crazy. And I don't really know a whole ton, but what I do know is he got in trouble because they're suing him because of how he promoted his chocolate bar in what am pretty sure is an unreleased video. See, I don't really watch MrBeast, but I'm pretty sure it's a unreleased video, and I think it's actually kind of crazy. So basically, I'm pretty sure what the situation involves is MrBeast goes and he basically is promoting his chocolate bar, and he's saying, "Oh, this is Inca approved," or like one of the old like Aztec, Incan, Machu Picchu type beat civilizations that were there back in the day, before like the Spanish came, like took it all over. And Mexico's mad about like, oh, they're used Inca's like, protected, like that's like it's around the video where they're like exploring the pyramids and all that stuff. So yeah, that seems like what's going around the situation, and MrBeast is always in trouble, right? Or always kind of. MrBeast is a perpetual thing in the YouTube sphere, so it's going to be kind of impossible for him to avoid controversy, especially as big as he is, even if the controversy isn't really warranted. Back in Chris Tyson's situation, I really love Chris. I thought he was so good, but then he just had to turn to the dark side, be a horrible human being, leave his wife and kids, and that really sucks, when you're. I mean, it's crazy that it happened to MrBeast, and it happens that, as soon as someone gets famous, like Chris did, they resort to being a pedophile, EDP 445 type beat. So, yeah, guys, it really sucks. I like MrBeast. He's alright. I know most of his content is kid-based. I think he's doing, like, some pretty cool stuff, I guess. Another controversy is around his "oh, I lost like a ton of weight" video. I actually think the thing of the video is actually very, very good. I think it actually has a better impact on people than the actual saving or like curing blindness for this many people. That's great, of course, and I really commend him for doing that. Just being able to have a bunch of money and just, basically charity work. I think that's very, very cool. I think that's very, very good. Building wells in Africa, all that stuff. Very, very cool. I really, really like that. And, even though is some controversy around that, it's like, okay, it was just an editing mistake. Right, stuff like this. Different parts of we built a hospital. They didn't really build the hospital. They just kind of remodeled it. I don't know. But he's done some good charity work. And I think that is very, very good. But having a video that kind of walks you through like the mental cycle and eating right and stuff like that, and like losing weight and different things, right, and the different motivations and stuff like that, while it being very, very interesting and very I think that's very, very good. I am very into the gym. I'm very into a lot of like gym media. And I love watching Brody Shreds. I love watching all these different guys. I love watching like Irzatel. Love watching his nemesis Greg Doucette, all very cool, funny guys, and I follow a lot of that. I follow a lot of different that in that type of world on YouTube or in Instagram. I follow all that stuff. So I really like that. I think it's good to open some people up to that community, even though it's not really opening them up to the community, it's just giving them like a tiny little sampler. And that's very, very good. It's showing people, yeah, you can actually do this. You can go from being like 300 pounds to being a lot lighter, a lot healthier, 200 pounds, and continuing that journey. Um, it shows, okay, yeah, this isn't going to happen over a month, 2 months, maybe even a year. It might, but it's going to take a lot of time. It's going to take a lot of stuff. I'm really glad that they weighed him every month. I think that's a lot better than weighing him every day. I think that's very progress inducing, very progress good, because it doesn't like show people, oh, you're gonna get results right away. Like a lot of, it's not like no one is saying that, but sometimes it's inferred, sometimes it's thought like that. But yeah, I think that's very, very good because it's opening up people to that stuff. I think that's very, very. I think that itself is maybe even charity work, showing people that your life gets better, you improve in doing tasks, you're more fit, you're more just healthier in general, you can do certain tasks. Like, okay, it took him, what, 12 minutes to run a mile or whatever. I can walk a mile that fast. Of course, I've been fit all my life. But then he goes to running an 8-minute mile, right? That's crazy good. But a lot of the reason that he was able to do that is because while he gained more muscle, he was, or I don't, I'm pretty sure he gained more muscle. While he was gaining more muscle and getting better at those activities and getting better like cardiac health, better heart health, and being able to breathe more, better lungs, breathing and stuff like that, he was also losing weight, which made it so those tasks were also easier, and he didn't have to carry as much weight on him, right? You guys just saw at the end of that video, if you guys did watch it. I'm not going to tell you to watch it because, I mean, he already has billions of people watching his video. But basically, they put him on all the weight that he's lost, and it's crazy. It's like wild, and that's really, really good. I think that's very, very good. It shows people stuff like that, so I think it's very good. But the controversy lies in the fact where um, this guy died in a video. The coach actually died during the video, which is crazy. Um, I love the cameo from Jeff Nipper, but let's get back into this. Guy died during a video, and they kept in all the reaction and stuff like that. Um, that's a little crazy. I don't think it's as crazy as people say because, of course, they asked all the parties involved, right? They asked the guy. They most likely asked the guy, "Hey, are you okay with us showing your reaction?" Um, he if he didn't say yes, that's really, really bad. If he said yes, okay, yeah, sure, put it on there. You're gonna be open to controversy. It's gonna be stuff like that. But in reality, I mean, that's kind of the name of the game in the YouTube sphere. Good content is good content. Um, is it kind of crazy? Yes. Is it bad if all parties involved said, okay, yeah, this is okay? I think it's fine. It is very crazy though. Um, and yeah, it's problem with the Mexico thing. All parties involved did not say yes, right? The Incans literally cannot say yes. And I'm pretty sure that video is revolving around discovering the ancient period, the ancient like pyramids that they had or whatever. That aren't really pyramids; they're more like obelisks, but like they're in pyramid type shape. You know what I'm saying? Machu Picchu type beat. I already said that. And I'm just gonna do a little bit more research real quick, see if there's anything that I missed, and I'll get right back to you. So, guys, after doing a little bit more research, the video actually has been released. However, just a little bit more in depth is basically just kind of full circle. Is they're mad that they're using a nation's heritage and the different things of the themes of the video as a publication to exploit commercial gain, as they say, um, which is, yeah, that is bad. But I mean, okay, like, I don't know what, like, I think that you can't like I don't know. People go in Munch Picchu all the time. Um, there's like stuff like there are teams, there are little sports teams named after things like that. I mean the Aztecs, right? Um, there are countries, right, that are just I mean you know right, like I just think that you shouldn't do that. But then again, there's already so many people doing it that it's kind of like, okay, I don't think it's that big of an issue. And I think the only reason MrBeast is getting sued for this is because he is at a level where he is so famous that countries can interact with him and individual organizations can interact with him. Um, so I just think that's opened him up to all this stuff. Where in reality, if I was doing it, or if some lower level YouTuber than MrBeast was doing it, they wouldn't really have a problem with it. Um, that okay. Yeah. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much what it is. Just trying something new. New. Maybe we're gonna do some more of this stuff depending on how this video does. I don't know. Maybe I can hit my best views ever on this video. By the way, that's 700 views. If I get 700 views, that's the most views I've ever gotten on a video. Um, uh, if we get 700 views, I don't know. I'll think of something. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment on the video. I love feedback. Thank you so much. If you guys comment, I will respond to a comment. If you guys have questions, I'll answer them the best I can, of course. I will. Good day to you. Good night to me, and I will see all of you guys later.